through these doors. Presented by First Community Credit Union.
Hey there, we're here
to invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
FCCU is the proud partner
of the University of North Dakota Athletics.
FCCU is here to coach you
through every financial play.
No turnovers.
Only buckets.
When you join FCCU,
you get the full UND experience.
Enjoy our exclusive
UND credit and debit cards.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Get going.
North Dakota was ready for a fresh start over the weekend, hosting Robert Morris from Atlantic Hockey. While looking to bounce back with an injured roster, UND knew they needed to do whatever it took to get a pair of non-conference wins.
Back to the blue line, a shot and a goal! McDonald right off the face-off, and it's 1-0 North Dakota. To the blue line, shot and a goal from there again.
Jackson Coates and Dane Montgomery combining. It's the Grand Forks boy making it 2-0 for the home team.
There's a shot from the near point by Elliott, and he scores. And it's 2-1. Back the other way into the UND zone, a shot, they score again. The Colonials have tied it up.
Livanovich. Boisvert, the one-timer! Sasha Boisvert on the power play!
Goes behind the net, centered out. Here's a chance, and they score with 5 seconds remaining.
We are headed to overtime here at the Ralph. Boisvert and Livanovich. Now they'll trade spots. Perron, one-timer! Jaden Perron! What's the game winner tonight? The power play in overtime gives North Dakota the 4-3 win here in game number 1.
James centered one out front by Bear, pokes and scores! And he picks up his 5th goal of the year to make it 1-0.
Swanson sees that puck follow. Look at that. Perron between the legs. And now watch out. Dielstra in on goal. Mitch Dielstra denied by Hedquist. Schmaltz wins the draw, and North Dakota will win the game and complete the sweep. A 20-save shutout for Hobie Hedquist. Back-to-back victories for UND.
The past series was more than about wins, though, as the Ralph hosted Hockey Fights Cancer Weekend. Several UND coaches and players are personally impacted by cancer. They share their stories and message to keep fighting in hopes of finding a cure.
What Hockey Fights Cancer does, it shows those people that they're not by themselves. There's people that are trying to help them fight the battle.
13,000 people holding up those signs, it's just a small portion of everybody else around the world too that are dealing with this or experiencing stuff. So it's moving for sure, but it's tough to see at the same time.
The one that comes to mind is my mom. She passed away about 2 years now, and she was stricken with cancer late in life, 80 years old. So her battle was short, but it was something that that I was there for every step of the way, and our family was too. I always kicked myself too, leaving at 16. Did I ever spend enough time with him? You know what I mean? And even though there was a sad time, it was a great time in the fact that I got to spend the last few days with her.
Yeah, my dad, he got diagnosed with cancer, with brain cancer last year. And it's been, it's totally gives it a whole new meaning now when you have someone that close to you. I've done plenty of those hockey fights cancer, but I've never really had anyone that I've been directly affected with, and he's my biggest role model for sure. It's really hard to see him go through that, but he's inspiring me every day just with the attitude he's taken.
My Uncle Abby passed away 1 year after getting diagnosed with kidney cancer. He was a super healthy guy. We didn't expect kind of anything. He had a little bit of a cough. Next thing you knew, we had cancer, and then a year later he passed. Whenever we would do holidays, he would always sit at the head of the table, and he brought so much life and energy to our family. And another relative of mine was my grandmother. She had breast cancer. She was on chemo, and she came home from the hospital in her wheelchair and was helping me catch fireflies. You know, she ended up passing a few days later, but it just shows that she just wanted to be around. Thinking about that now, it's so special that I got to share that moment, but it also just shows how much of a warrior she was to be like, this is my dying wish. I want to go spend time with my family.
So I had my mom's name on my sign. She's currently in a cancer battle right now. Had lost my dad to cancer a few years back. She's been in a battle here, and honestly have been so proud of how she's faced it with courage. She's one of the first people to text me after games and cheer on our team every weekend here. So even though she's continuing to fight here, and hope I can be as supportive and let her know how proud of her I am, that she's continuing to fight and continuing to support.
I had Gage Osmus on my sign. He's someone I've gotten close with over the last 4 years. He played with my cousins here, and he's just such a good guy. Like I said, like when he was going through his battle, no one even knew. He was just coming to games, asking us how we were doing, just the most selfless guy, and he's just a really special guy to this community and this program for sure. It's crazy that we didn't even know what he was going through half the time, and just how positive he was no matter what he was going through, and kind of just what everything that North Dakota is about is just who that guy is, and he's just a great guy, and I love him for that.
Chris Lange, who's in our program, does power skating for our group here. Near and dear to our hearts too. She's battling it right now, and we're helping her through the battle.
Excited? Yeah. How are you doing? Everyone's excited for tonight?
Yeah, they're battling cancer, and it's not easy, and then you look at their families too, carrying them out. It's just a lot of emotions during that moment, and you just feel really bad, but it's still really cool to go out there and give them fist bumps, and they're smiling and having a great time. So it's cool we were able to do that for them, but to see that, it's really emotional.
Thanks, guys. Here we go.
Mainly just trying to create a smile on them. It was a brief interaction. Obviously they're excited and wanting to have the best time. We're trying to also provide that for them, but it's really cool. Like, sure, just see them smile is a really cool thing.
We just want to support them and what they're going through, and it's such a tough battle, and it's crazy how positive some people are, and it's just a really cool thing that we're able to do.
It's heartbreaking, but it's also so motivating. And just the fight that those kids are going through, and different things that they're doing just to kind of make the most of their lives and everything they have going on. So first of all, it makes you feel very grateful. And second of all, it makes you feel really motivated, and again, it just pulls everybody in the same direction. It's special for them, and it's special for us to get to see that. So it was great. It was a great event, and I'm glad we do it.
North Dakota works to keep its fight going after the first home sweep of the season, with a home-and-home series against Highway 2 rival Bemidji State.
Especially college hockey, it's really hard to come by and getting wins. And so any way that you can get those, you never apologize for getting wins. So I was really proud of our guys to find a way this weekend to get 2 wins, and then obviously now we're moving on to Bemidji.
They might not be the prettiest thing right now, but we're working towards, obviously, guys getting back from injury, and then also just continue to win games.
Always a great opponent. We know we're going to see a hard-working team. We know we're going to need to bring our best game against them. So excited to have a home-and-home with Bemidji here, and hopefully take another step as a group.
Through these doors, presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.